So, Harris, what are your thoughts on the Aurat March? So, those of you who don't know, Aurat March is, Aurat means women, Women's March that has been taking place on the International Women's Day, 8th of March. And last week, there was another episode of Aurat March. So, from
It's Pakistan.
yes,
In Pakistan.
in Pakistan. Sorry. So all across Pakistan in major cities like Pakistan, like Islamabad, Karachi, Lahore, Faisalabad, all these kind of big cities. A lot of these women and their male allies, they turn up. They hold these posters, placards. They used to hold very provocative. To me, they were not provocative. To me, they were like, yeah, well done. These slogans, something like "My body, my choice," that triggered the entire country. From these lipstick Muslims to hardcore clerics, everyone was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Your body, your choice? No way! It's Allah's body and it's Allah's choice." So we kind of, popularize this narrative that what do you mean by your so my body, not my choice? Okay, so your body then a cleric's choice, a Molvi's choice, or something like that. So that's what we started making fun of. But anyway, they've actually toned it down a little bit since then. But it hasn't changed. This is what upsets me. Let me show you my screen. For example,
wait, one question before you say.
Sorry.
Does aurat means genitals?
No, not in Urdu though. Like, I mean, that's the etymology of it, but that's not what it.
But that comes from Arabic. They're calling women genitals.
Yeah, but that's not what it means. Aurat just means woman.
Yeah, but the fact that it came from, because cover your aurat means like there's multiple meanings, like cover your private parts, honor. But the fact that in Pakistan the word for genitals and private parts became woman, kind of to me suggests that they see women as just their.
That's the common criticism. That's the common criticism that they get, and a lot of Indians make that point. They say, "Well, you shouldn't use this." So some feminists have actually also said that maybe we need to invent a new word because being a woman is not shameful. But then some people say
so basically it's kind of like seeing women as just their pussy. Is it like that? I like to look at it,
yeah. Only in Pakistan's case it's been normalized, and nobody sees anything wrong with that. So look, that's the etymology of it. But there is a thing called ghalatul am, which means like if something has just regardless of the etymology, if it has become a common phrase, then it's okay. You can use it. But then again, I understand that if it's problematic, then it shouldn't be used like that. So, but yeah, that. A lot of people are talking about it, but feminists themselves are divided on the issue. So we haven't reached a consensus on that. And so they held their protests, and like there was this lathi charge or like a baton charge. So like they use these sticks on women, just like as always, like the police using that. But I think it went mostly all right because most of the focus went towards Imran Khan, so that's why it didn't go as badly as bad as it used to. Right. Yeah, so it's okay. So I think women are doing great, and they're gonna. I think they've asked the right questions. They've put the right amount of pressure on the relevant agencies and lawmakers. Domestic violence bill was popularized by these ladies because it's been going on for like now 5 years or something, 5 or 6 years. I remember 4 or 5 years ago it became really popular when they said domestic violence, and every year we hear a high profile case of domestic violence. Sometimes women get killed by their abusive husbands, etc. So they really do well in popularizing those stories, and the Twitter followers get a lot of they enjoy a decent amount of following, but the amount of hate that they get is just it's just mind-boggling. Like, even I was telling you last week that you asked me a question that why Pakistan is becoming more and more conservative, and I said that because the celebrities, the influencers, they have popularized this notion that the more Muslim you are, the more better as a person you are. So this is what now they think, that anyone who can criticize or attack these women, then you're going to be seen as a more honorable person. The kind of abuse that they get is just, it's just filthy and disgusting. And it's ironic that it comes from those people who actually say that we respect women. They go to these women and they say, oh yeah, since you are liberal, you'd fuck anyone, so why don't you fuck me? Like these kind of things. Like and those videos go viral. That there's so many. Like they're like, for example, this one video went viral this year, where they said, oh, these women want rights. I'll give them very long. We'll give them long rights. By long, obviously, he was referred. Yeah. So these kind of
disgusting.
Yeah, but they get liked and people like it. They're like, yeah, so a woman should either be fully subservient to her male counterpart, or she should be treated like a whore. That's the logic. And that's been popularized by so many popular influencers.
Yeah. So, Soha is telling us aura is an Arabic in Arabic is private parts, and yes, the woman's face is like her vagina, and that's why they cover her face. Well, I mean,
that's
they
basically.
Yeah, no. So people are. So the thing is that aura or aurat means like private parts, things that are private. Usually means genitals, but it could cover the rest of the body that needs to be covered as well. But I don't think it's not the face. No, in Islam, actually, you don't have to cover the face. But basically everywhere else that you have to cover is being seen as private enough as your genitals that needs to be. So, for example, in Islam, there's no difference between covering your belly and your vagina, because they're both the same level of private, basically, which both mean to be covered. So that's seen as very controversial. Like hair and pussy are put in the same level of private. So a lot of people criticize that. And that's not the same with men, for example.
Yeah, but it's not viewed like that in Islam, though.
I know. I'm just saying that a lot of people. No, I'm basically. So the word. Okay, so here's the thing. The fact that aura or aurat is used sometimes used for genitals as a private part that you need to cover, and then at the same time it's used for all of your private parts, including your hair, that you need to be covering, right? And some people criticize that as basically for women, hair and genitals require the same level of privacy, but for men, they don't. So it's kind of like seeing them at the same level. I don't agree with this kind of thinking anyways, because I am a radical liberal. So I'm saying, like, for example, like what Soha is saying, and yes, woman's face is like her vagina. That is meant to be like an insult to a woman's face, but I don't like that, because I don't have any problem with vagina. Like, as this is, to me, seems like you're degrading a woman's face by comparing it to vagina, as if vaginas are bad.
No,
that's
not the reason.
Not saying that.
No. I think she's pointing out the fact that since private parts are supposed to be covered, that's why.
I know that's not what Soha is saying. Yeah. I know that's not what Soha is saying.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, but what I'm saying is that some people are saying that, oh, how disgusting, you're comparing a woman's face or hair to her vagina. But like, they say that as if vaginas are bad and disgusting. To me, like, none of them require to be private. Like, so I'm a radical liberal. So that's the way I think. I don't think, there's a lot of butthurt right now by Muslims, given that in Germany they're allowing women to come up topless and swimming pools, right?
Swimming pools, yeah.
So yeah, and they're like, what's going to happen next? They're going to come up without, like, just with their, without covering their vaginas as well. I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, seriously, why not? I don't have any problem. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.